Hello, Verblingites. As Truman says on the movie The Truman Show, good morning, good evening, and good night. Or good afternoon. Wherever you are, I hope everything is good. My name is Holly, and today we are going to be working on an exercise about negotiating deals. So I hope you can join me as we look at vocabulary, and we will listen to some extracts that you can actually find under this video as there's a PDF and then there's two MP3s, so that you guys can listen to. So anyway. You can actually find me at on Verbling, and I would appreciate it if you guys followed me. If you're interested, you can go to this website. Okay, and then also on Facebook, there's a Verbling Teacher Holly Facebook page as well. And let me get that site for you. Bear with me a moment. So on Facebook, you can find me at this URL. And I'll be adding more things to the Facebook page. I just haven't had the time or the opportunity. And then also there's Google Plus as well, where you'll find a lot of my blog posts. So anyway, hello. Hello, Nacho. How are you today?
Hello. I'm fine.
Excellent. So where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
Spain, awesome. Okay. And I'm Holly, and I'm from Idaho, USA. So hi, Bashak. How are you this afternoon? Okay, maybe her audio is not working yet. I don't know. So Nacho, are you new to Verbling, or have you been working with studying on Verbling for a long time?
No, yes, I've been in Verbling for a long time, more than 10 months.
Awesome.
My first class with you.
Yeah, and I've been with Verbling for about 10 days. So I'm still getting my feet wet. I'm still learning different tricks and things about the Verbling way. I've been teaching online since 2006, but as you know, each company and each organization has their own different ways of doing things. So I'm still learning.
Okay, welcome to.
Thank you. Hi, Mark Jose. What do you want me to call you? Mark. Okay. Hi, Mark.
Mark?
Where are you calling from?
What?
Where are you from?
Where I'm from Brazil.
Brazil. Okay, excellent. Welcome. Well, we have Nacho here from Spain, and we have Bashak, who is in the U.S. right now, but she's from Turkey.
Nice to meet you, teacher.
Nice to meet you too. Hi, Antonio. How are you today?
Well, thank you. And you?
Very good. And where are you from, Antonio?
From Spain.
Spain. Okay, so we've got two people from Spain. We have Mark from Brazil and Bashak from Turkey, although she's been in the States a couple months. And I, as I wrote on the chat, I'm from Idaho, USA, and I've been teaching English since 1994, and I've been teaching online since 2006, but I've been teaching here at Verbling for only about 10 days. And I've been teaching all different times and so forth, just to learn the Verbling way. And I would say expertise in a lot of areas. My experience is mostly in business English and workplace English, teaching adults about all kinds of different things. And so and that's one of the reasons I decided to do a business English topic today. Hi, Kako. How are you today? Oh, I see. Yeah. Hi, Kako.
Hi, Teacher Holly.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's nice to see you as well. Hi, Hassan.
Hi.
How are you? Where are you from?
I'm fine. I'm from Algeria.
Algeria. What? Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. We have people from all over today. So Antonio's in Spain, and right, Antonio? You just said that. Basak. Başak is actually in the U.S. right now, but she's from Turkey. But you haven't spoken, so maybe your audio is down. I don't know. Kako, you are from Colombia?
From
Where?
Brazil, teacher.
Brazil. Okay. I knew it was South America, so I got the right continent, not the right country. And Hassan, where are you from?
I'm from Algeria.
Oh, you already told me that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So this isn't really blonde, but do you guys know the blonde jokes? Blonde jokes.
About women with
That blondes can be airheads. So, and then we have Mark. He's from Brazil, and we have Nacho from Spain. So welcome. And again, like I said earlier, I am actually from Idaho, USA. And I've been teaching here on Verbling for about 10 days, and I'm having a blast. One reason is because of you guys. You guys are from all over the world, and it's been really great to talk to all of you. So,
thank you.
Oh, Başak, you're finally here! Yeah.
Yes, I'm here. I'm just listening to you.
Okay, excellent. All right.
You are doing very well. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so today we're going to actually talk about types of negotiation. So since, except for Kako and Başak, I remember them from other classes, and possibly Antonio, the rest of you I have not had in the class. So could you tell me a little bit about what you do? So, Antonio, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, what do you do? That's a question. Basically, it means what is your profession?
Yes, I am an industrial engineer, and I have 2 masters, one in renewable energy and another in solar energy.
Wow.
But nowadays I am looking for a job.
Oh, okay. So in your previous experience, I totally understand that, but in your previous experience, have you had the opportunity to negotiate, be in negotiations?
Not very much.
Not very much. Okay. Awesome. Okay, that's fine. Hi, Amr. How are you? Başak is a student, and Kako, what do you do?
I am a food engineer.
Hello.
Okay, you're a food.
I am a food engineer with my master's in science and technology of food. Food science and technology.
Okay.
Currently I work in a governmental institution in the area of quality.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
I have one of my best friends from university is originally from Bangalore, India, and his parents were food engineers, and he took over their company about 5 or 6 years ago. So they work with flavors and stuff like that, and he travels all over the world. so I've heard
Nice.
about your industry before.
Okay, nice to hear that, teacher.
Yeah. And I also taught somebody in Finland also that was his job. He was a food engineer, and he actually he was in sales, but he was a food engineer. So also working with flavors. So Hassan, what do you do?
I think all the students this year, this session, are engineers. I am also engineer of computer science.
A computer science engineer. You know, before I taught in Finland for 11 years, and I taught many engineers. And before I started teaching in Finland, I didn't know that there were so many types of engineers. So, but I've learned that many of you are from all kinds of different. You're engineers, but different. You have a different niche and different aspect. Amr, what do you do?
You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a lawyer. I work for a company for importing and exporting, and I have my own office.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. All right, and Mark, what do you do?
Nothing.
Nothing. So you're a
I'm
student.
studying. I'm studying.
So, yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy to do nothing in the life.
I don't
Okay,
know.
but I study English and Spanish,
Uh-huh.
but I do other courses too.
Uh-huh.
AutoCAD, and I study English and Spanish.
Okay.
Spanish I mean fluently, but now I'm pay attention in English. Yes, I want to speak
Okay.
English.
Okay. So Mark, have you ever seen the
Mhm.
movie? It's a Hugh Grant movie, and it's called About a Boy.
The cow. How can I say? The cow is bad. Can you repeat other
Yeah,
time?
yeah. I wrote it on the chat, but have you seen the movie by Hugh Grant?
No, I don't know this movie.
Okay. It's about a man who does nothing. He has no job. So,
Okay, but I go to school. I
Yeah,
do high school. Okay,
yeah.
but I don't have social life.
Yeah. So your full-time job is that of a student. Nacho, how about you? What do you do?
Hello. I'm afraid there's another one engineer here.
Engineer. Okay, so you know what we have? We have two students. Bashak and Mark are the students, and the rest of you are engineers. Amar, were you an engineer or you're a business owner, right?
Oh, actually, I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer. Okay, so we have a lawyer, and then we've got two students and four engineers. Okay, so let's talk about negotiations, and there's a worksheet. Did everybody have a chance to download the information off of the website?
Yes, I have it.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody got this the PDF and also the MP3s, right? Okay. So I was just making sure. If you have not looked at these, go ahead and download these. We will be using the MP3s during class today. So, okay. All right. Let's go ahead and.
Teacher,
Yes.
There are two links. What is the correct link to join? I don't know. Right.
Well, there's three. There's three. One is a PDF. So what you would do, you would download it. So the PDF is what we're looking at right now. The other two are MP3s.
But will us the others in this class?
Yes, we'll use the MP3. We'll use all three in this class, but the two I can't upload it into Google Hangouts. So you would need to. I'll tell you when to push on that link. So when it is time.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I am one thing to let you guys know. I do write down a feedback. I give you feedback for your language on the Verbling chat, which is if you press on the V on the side, you'll see my writing. And then I know many of you guys are using the internal chat, which is the top one. So, okay, so let's look at this. It says complete the phrases and match them to their correct definition. So, Amr, since you are an attorney and you have a lot of experience with the negotiations, which one would this be? It's a win. Is it a win-sum game or a win-win situation?
Yeah, I think it's a win situation.
Yes, definitely. So it's a win-win situation right here. So we have one. Bear with me a moment. I thought I was able to write. Okay. Okay, so it's a win-win situation. So this is one. So we've got a zero-sum game, which is two right here. Okay, so what are they? Bashak, could you read this right here?
A situation in which a benefit gained by one side means a loss to the other side.
Okay, and Nacho, what do you think that would be? A zero-sum game or a win-win situation?
A zero-sum game.
Okay, that is correct. That is absolutely correct. So the next one, Mark, could you read this one?
Okay, I read and okay. There. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you look like you're here twice though.
Okay, there are two me.
Yeah. Mark's a twin today. So.
What phrase? I mean,
right here. Read this one right here.
A situation in each both sides benefit.
Okay, so a situation in which both.
A situation in which.
Both.
Both.
Sides benefit. Okay, very good. Okay.
Benefit. What is this? I really now I don't know nothing. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't Amr? Can you explain to Mark what a win-win situation is?
Yeah. A win situation. It's kind of benefits you get from both sides.
Yes, it's when both sides win in the negotiation.
Interesting.
Yeah, when both sides win in a negotiation.
What is it? Sides. Both sides.
Negotiation is when two people are trying to decide what to do, and so say for example you go with your mates, you go out with some of your mates, and you are trying to decide, do you go to a restaurant or do you go to a movie? Okay, and then somebody suggests that you go to a movie that serves food. that's a win-win situation because both people.
Very good.
It's fight. It's fight. Yes. I want this. You. Yes.
Excuse me?
A negotiation is fight with the other peoples.
It can be. That's a situation. A win-win situation is not necessarily. It makes it so that there is no fight. But a zero-sum game, it means only one side wins. Does anybody know what the other phrase is for a zero-sum game? Anybody know?
Win lose.
Yeah. So you have a win-lose situation. Win-lose situation. All right. So this is when only one person wins. So most people want a win-win situation. Okay, so we've got the negotiation process. This is a process that most people go through when they do a negotiation. And welcome, Alejandro. Well, it's nice to see you again. Okay, so let's see if we can put these words in the correct sentence, as a correct collocation. I'm gonna read these words right up here, just so you can hear how it's pronounced, and then we can see if we can put these here. These are all what we call just different phrases. Okay, first one is compromise, then concessions, counter, details, interests, procedure, proposals, rapport, stalemate, and table. Are there any words here that you do not know?
Rapport.
Okay, rapport, and that's actually spelled. It's actually pronounced without the T, so it's basically like this. Rapport is how you say it. And basically what we do is we build rapport. Usually when you first meet somebody, and you start talking to them, if you are feeling very comfortable talking to the person, that means you have built rapport. If you have if the situation is awkward, maybe you have not been able to build rapport. So what you're doing is you're building. When you build rapport, you build a comfortable environment to talk to somebody. So, okay, good question. Next one.
I want to ask.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead.
Bashak?
I want to ask the difference between compromise and concession.
A compromise and concessions.
Yes, compromise.
Compromise and concessions. There's not a lot of difference between them. When you compromise, both parties, say for example, if you are negotiating and you want the product for $18 and they want to pay $12, if you go down on the price, you're compromising. So you are compromising for them. And if they go up on the price, so I go down, it's $18, so you go down to $15, and they go up to $15. That's compromising. So a concession is only when one person really is compromising. They're very close, but a concession would be
privilege.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
One side.
Yeah.
I think one side is going to be sad.
And
when I concession.
When you make concessions.
Yeah, it makes me sad. That's right.
Not necessarily. It depends on the situation. Sometimes when someone makes a concession, it's not positive for them, but it doesn't always have to be that way. So so basically, when you reach a compromise, both parties are agreeing to change. When you make a concession, possibly both parties are agreeing to change, but not necessarily. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And there was somebody else that had a question.
Yes. Please, what's the meaning of stalemate?
Stalemate. Does anybody know the meaning? Can anybody explain that one? Okay. That's actually, yes?
When you stalemate, it means both sides. You can't reach a, how can I say, you can't reach an end.
Okay, you can't reach an what you're trying to say is you can't reach an agreement.
Yes, agreement.
Yeah. Can't reach an agreement. Basically, yeah, you can't reach an agreement, and you're just staying right there. And one of the things that I might call it is a tie. There's no movement, but there's really no agreement either. So it just kind of sits there, and because neither side will make a concession, there's no compromising, and probably because one person is going for a zero-sum game or a win-lose situation. They want to win. They're not thinking about the other person or the other organization. Anyone else have a word or phrase? Okay, so let's go ahead and match these. So to build, okay, so Mark, can you read this right here?
Developing
Mm-hmm.
an understanding of an ability. It's H, no? You?
Ability.
Ability to communicate with someone.
Okay, so develop an understanding. Can you say that? Develop an understanding. Okay, and so what is the answer for that? Does anybody know? To develop an understanding of and ability to communicate with somebody. What would that be? Hello, Eduardo. Bashak?
It may be rapport.
Yes, to build rapport. So, somebody who is in customer service is very good at building rapport. And where's that noise? Eduardo, I'm going to mute you for a second. Your sound is not working right. So to build rapport, many salespeople and many customer service people are very, very good at building rapport. Okay.
Okay.
Next one, probe. Nacho, can you read this?
Yes. Find out the other side's expectations.
Okay, find out the other side's expectations. Okay, and that would be. Anybody know what that would be? Probe what? Any suggestions?
Proposals.
No, it's not proposal. Thank you, though, Eduardo. But there is a sound coming from your computer, but we did hear you when you spoke, though. So, it's not probe. To probe is to probe means to find out.
Interest.
Interests. Yeah, to probe interests, to find out interests. So, okay. Okay. Now begin the bargaining. Alejandro, can you read the next one?
Begin the bargaining. Start to negotiate the terms of an agreement.
Okay, excellent. And what word would that be? Begin the bargaining what?
Procedure.
Okay. It isn't procedure, but it's very close. Does anyone know? So you
Can I
yeah?
can I answer?
Yes, you can, Bashak.
Details?
No.
Details?
Mm-mm.
It's compromise.
No.
Proposal.
Proposals. So you begin the bargaining proposals, because this is in order in how we do it. So we first of all, when you meet your the person you're negotiating it with, you build rapport. And depending on the country, sometimes I've heard that in negotiations in Turkey, for example, you might build rapport all day. You might do socializing all day so that you can build trust. Other countries, it's a very, very short time, 5 minutes. Then you probe interest. During the time you're building rapport, you're also finding out what kind of interests the other person has. And did somebody have a question? Question or comment? Somebody was saying something? Okay. The next one is begin the bargaining proposal. Oh, did I say proposals?
I don't think so.
I don't think that's right, actually. Call me being a blonde today. It's actually beginning the bargaining procedure. Sorry, did I say
procedures?
Yeah,
procedures.
I'm sorry. Somebody said procedure earlier, and I was like, no, that's not right. So I apologize for that. Okay, so make the next. So it's not proposals.
Make suggestions.
Yes.
It's make suggestions.
Make suggestions is make proposals. Exactly. Sorry about that earlier. So then number 5, make. Does anybody know what the next one would be? To react to suggestions.
Counter.
Make counter. Yes, counter proposals. Okay. Reach a.
It's a stalemate.
Yes, reach a stalemate.
Yeah.
This is to arrive at a situation in which no progress can be made. So hopefully in your negotiations you do not reach a stalemate. For those of you with experience with negotiation, is this common? Amr, in your experience, is it common for people to reach a stalemate? Or do most negotiations skip that?
I don't think so, because most negotiations should be reached to a good bargain or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking that if you do reach a stalemate, it's usually at this point, but most of the time we want to not reach a stalemate. Okay, so number 7, what is that? Make.
Compromise.
No, it's the other one. That's very close. Make concessions. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Concessions is privileges.
It's yes.
Like privilege?
Um, well, no, it's what you're doing is you're giving up. You're giving up on things. So you're say for example, you go to a hotel and you're a because in my opinion, every day we negotiate, right? And so
Yeah.
you're on holiday, you go to a hotel, and you ask for a room with a view, a room where you can see the sea or see the beach, okay? And but you want it at a certain price. So sometimes you decide you make a concession and you give up on the room with a view because you want the price. You want the lower price.
Okay.
So that's when you've made concessions. You still get what you want, but you might not get every detail.
Okay.
Okay. So
Thank you.
number 8, reach a compromise. Okay. And this is when, like I said earlier, people might lower the price, other people might raise the price in order to arrive at an agreement where both parties reduce their demands in order to agree. So, one person moved their price from $18, and another person increased their price from $12, and they met at $15. Okay, work out this is discuss all the aspects of the deal. Details, Eduardo. Details. Okay, and then return to the negotiating table. So renegotiate an agreement. I know that in some cultures, one of them that I lived in South Korea, they considered in their culture all contracts are just a starting point, and at any point you can go back to the negotiating table. Is that the same in your countries?
No, I don't think so.
No.
If you're in agreement, you don't have to come back to the table.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Okay.
sometime.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, in my country, it's also not like that. In theirs, you go back to the negotiating table, but you never sign anything again. And so it's a problem that some people have when negotiating with other cultures because they see it differently. Okay. All right, let's go on. What I want you guys to do now is go to this part go back, if you're on Google Chrome, maybe your Google Hangouts is on this one, and the page that you actually joined the class is here. So what I want you to do is press on this link right here. Press on this link, and it will take you. Here, I'll put this link on the chat as well. It will take you there. And if you guys could listen to that. Okay, Alejandro. Okay, Alejandro, in order to hear that, you have to go to the link that I put in the box, or go press on this one right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because I can screen share. I can show you how to do it and show you what it looks like, but when I press on that, it only goes to my ears and not to my microphone. So unfortunately, so if everybody could try to listen. And what I will do is okay. Has everybody finished listening?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now what I'd like you guys to do is let's go ahead and read it, so that so that there's comprehension on both reading and listening. So why don't we have Başak? Why don't you be B, because you're the only woman, and Hassan, could you read A?
I notice you have a Russian name.
Yes, my father is from Moscow.
Oh, really? Do you speak the language?
I speak intermediate Russian and I can also read. It's quite a challenge to learn though. Have you been to Russia?
Not yet, but I love to visit Stansburg.
Okay, St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I recommend you do. St. Petersburg is a magnificent city. So, shall we get down to business then?
Sure. We were looking to make an order for 100 cases.
What sort of price did you have in mind?
We were hoping for unit price of around $4.50.
Haha, come on, let's be reasonable here. We have never gone that low on any deal before, even on much higher quantities. For your state volume, the lowest I could go is around €750. Listen, I don't have any more room to negotiate this week. €7.50 is the bottom limit.
Okay, well, what if we were to?
Very good. I love that how you said, well, what if we were to? And but let's quickly go over this. This, first of all, is a euro sign instead of a dollar sign.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, but normally we would not say 4.5. Normally we would say €4.50, $4.50. Or €7.50, so €7.50, €4.50, or $4.50, £4.50, $4.50, or $4.50, €4.50, £5.50, something like that. €4.75. So, okay, all right. So let's by looking at this extract. First of all, what in this section right here, and if you remember the steps to negotiations from the beginning, what were they trying to do here by having this small talk? Does anybody remember?
Rapport.
Yes. So right here they were building rapport.
Rapport.
So the T, even though it's there, it is silent. I have no idea why it's there, but it's there. So in your countries, can you build rapport that quickly? Is it normal?
In my country, I think it's very, very normal. We are social people, and we can perhaps for 5 minutes we can be friend and talk about our personalities and our personal information.
Uh-huh. Okay, excellent. And can you go straight down to business that quick though?
Uh, Perhaps, yeah.
Okay, excellent, awesome. Okay, in the country that I'm from as well, we get down to business this quick. How about the rest of you? Is anybody from a country that maybe you socialize or you build rapport longer? All right, how about Başak? Do you know about Turkey? Because that's what I've heard in Turkey. It's a much longer process.
Yes, I think so because, as I know, Turkish people don't trust easily.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
They should know better and better.
Mm-hmm. The reason I know about Turkey is I had a student who was an engineer. I can't remember what kind of engineer, but he would go down to Turkey quite often. And he told me that normally you're there for 2 or 3 days, and the first day is completely rapport building. And then maybe the end of the first day or the second day is when they actually start the process. And he said that one time he took a colleague from Finland, and his colleague, about 5 minutes into it, actually said this right here. And he said that he kicked him and told him to be quiet. Be quiet, be quiet. So, but definitely Turkey. And in fact, I checked with if anybody knows Ismail. I asked him about that, and he said that is truly the case. All right, but everybody else you build rapport very quickly, and you get down to business very quickly in your countries. Amr, how about in your country? And I can't remember your country.
Yes, exactly. In Egypt, there are a lot of friendly ways to negotiate with each other and we are trying to convince other person to make a bargain, and yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the negotiation process is actually can be quick. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go on. In the next section, so they built rapport. What did they start doing at this point? So shall we get down to business then? If you remember this right here.
Proposal.
Okay. Yeah. So they started making the proposals. They went straight to making a proposal.
Yeah.
Okay. So they didn't really probe interests or anything like that. They just went straight down to making a proposal. Okay. And what else? What else happened? What was happening here?
And they began the bargaining procedure.
Procedure. So the bargaining procedure?
Yes.
Okay. And they made a proposal, and then what was she doing here?
Compromise.
Yeah, well, actually, he offered 450, and so what is it after that? She did a counter proposal. Right?
Yeah.
And what do you think he was going to do from here? Okay,
Concession.
well, what if we were to? Yeah,
Concession.
or since it was we were to, he was either making a concession, or they were coming to a compromise.
Yeah.
But we don't know what they were doing. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and everybody, if you could listen to the next link that was on that. Bear with me. So listen to the next link that was here. So you had this link. Listen to this link right here. Okay, and I'll give you the to the link that they gave. Ikako, you might be right. I think I must have made a mistake and put intermediate. Okay, let me know when you're done. Okay, is everybody finished?
I finished it.
Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and
Yes.
read this now. Amr, could you read B? And Nacho, could you read A?
Sorry?
Read B.
Okay. Would you be willing to meet us halfway? If you cut your delivery time by, say, 10 days, we would be prepared to pay the price you have proposed. Most of your competitors are offering 30 days anyway.
I suppose we could manage that, but we need to see a bit more flexibility on terms of payment.
I think we could work something out there. I'll have to check with head office, but I think we could agree on 3 weeks.
Fine, it's a deal.
Oh, transportation is included, isn't it?
Sure, we can through that thing.
Okay, thank you very much. And so, what were they doing here? Eduardo, I did not hear that for some reason.
I think they are trying to get a good bargain.
Okay, say that again. Yeah, Eduardo, your audio is not working, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute you real quick. And who answered that? Amr, was it you that answered that? Besides Amr?
Okay, I think that they are going to get a good bargain and trying to include the transportation to their bargain here, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in the process, this different process that we looked at earlier, so they are with that they are working out the details or returning to the negotiating table. So in the respect, they return to the negotiating table. And then also working out details. And what else did they do? Did they come to a compromise at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, so
They
at
are
this
trying.
point, uh-huh.
Yes. They are trying to reach a compromise.
We're trying to reach a compromise. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Are negotiations that you guys have been part of, are they as smooth as this in your experience? Yes, no?
Excuse me, I couldn't understand.
Um, in your experience, are negotiations, when you look at this, it looks very easy, but are negotiations that easy? Does it?
I don't think it's that easy. Sometimes
Uh-huh.
I think it's likely to spend more time between two proposals. For example, one side says a proposal and the other side, I have to I
Mm-hmm.
have to think about it. But why don't we talk tomorrow again? Because I
Mm-hmm.
have to think about. It's not that. I think it's not that easy.
Yeah. And I know that so many of you are engineers. Some of the engineers that I have talked to, they told me that when they negotiate, sometimes it takes 5 years from beginning to end. Is that the same in your industries?
5 years is too long, but uh, weeks. I can think weeks is easy to spend weeks because in each steps needs in our time. It's just one.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello again.
Hello.
Welcome back, Holly. Welcome back.
Holly, we can't hear you.
Welcome back.
Hello, Holly.
Okay, everyone, I'm very sorry. Chrome crashed on me. So I do apologize. All of a sudden, everything went blank, and then it just left me. So, thankfully, it was at the end of class. I do hope that you learned some more vocabulary, and you now have some worksheets that you can work with. So, I apologize again for taking a couple minutes off. So.
You need to say sorry, Holly. It's okay.
Yeah, I think it happens almost to all of us at one time or another. So
Yeah,
anyway,
happens
all
all
right,
the time.
all right. Thank you. You guys have a great a great night, evening, morning, you know, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. So
Bye-bye.
Same to
Bye,
you.
teacher.
thank
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye.